Liking, how you doing, darling? Bless up yourself. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, my dear. Hope all is well. Hope everything is fine with you. I haven't visited your house in a long time. Forgive me. Busy, busy, busy. Resurrection week, you know. How was it Easter? How was it Easter, darling? Thanks for coming. You still there? Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. Thanks so much. I'm gonna make you moderator. I never made you a moderator. Let me make you a moderator. Yes, I had a close one today. Earthquake. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Sign of the times. Everywhere. I had a close one today. It was 4.8, but you know, we're still giving thanks. It wasn't my time to go. Because I tell you the truth, over here in the East Coast, you don't know what can happen. People dead all the time over here. But little or nothing, you know. And for the truth, you don't know when and you don't know how you're gonna go. No, earthquake is nothing for me, nothing unfamiliar, but it's not something I want to experience anytime soon. But when it come, it come. And back in the day, they had one before, you know. They had one before, back in the day. And it wasn't pleasant, man. I'm telling you. And this one wasn't pleasant either. It don't feel like a earthquake like when you see it in the movies. It don't. It never feel like an earthquake when you see in the movies. Honestly, you know, it never feel like that. But let me tell you something. When it happen, you always feel as if these things is the end of all things. You know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. And you know, it really make you think. It make you think about what to do next. You know, where to go hit next. Because the day is not over. The day is not over. So, you know, when it happens, you don't know how it's gonna happen. It could be an aftershock too. You know, at some point there might be an aftershock. So we're still here and we're holding on. Like I said, it is something that I don't want anybody to experience. Now, some part of the country different from others. Some part of the country, them have tornado, you know, them have flood. Others them have hailstorm. Others, I think that is it. Tornado, flood, hurricane. We get hurricane, and sometimes we get tornado too, but not compared to other parts of the country. Other parts of the country get tornado, literally tornado, you know, twister. But this side of the country is, from what I've seen so far in this side of the country, we get hurricane, bad, bad, bad. And we get snowstorm, bad, bad, bad. We get earthquake. Hasn't been bad, but just the name alone and the possibility, you know, of a serious earthquake make it dangerous. About 2 times now that happened to me. Earthquake. My God. You know, but so far, like I said, thank God, nothing serious. Nothing serious, but it look like we're getting more familiar now with it because if I can recall, I don't know when last the East Coast get a earthquake, but it wasn't too long ago. It wasn't too long ago. So it wasn't too long ago. So yeah, we have to keep in mind about these earthquakes. I have to stay prayed up, man. I have to be ready. You know, tragedy is one thing, but when you get acts of God, that's a different story. You know, lightning bolt and well, this is an act of God. Flood, these things is another story. It's a complicated story too. Because you don't know where to begin. I've seen these tornadoes and they happen in places like even New Jersey, them open ground. They love the open ground. New Jersey have a lot of open ground, open country. Connecticut have a lot of open ground um, country. New Jersey, Maryland, DC, them places. Virginia, open country, just like in the middle west. You know, them have open country there too. But believe you me, man, I tell you, you don't want to experience it. I've seen houses, nice houses, them community well safe and well taken care of. When you look, the hurricane wipe out the whole of the house, just lift up the house like a tide, you know, and that is something that is not pleasant, you know. 'Cause flood, at least you know the flood coming from one direction to the next. Hurricane, you don't know which direction it will come sometime. I not even hurricane, tornado, you don't know which direction it will come. It take up your house, whoop, blow your car to the left, to the right, and if you survive it, God bless you. If you know what to do, God bless you. They say sometimes you need all these storm shelters where underground, because that is the only thing we can really save you. But if you don't have a storm shelter, you're in trouble because you don't know what to do. They usually tell everybody go to these schools that they have. But to me, it don't make a difference, because nothing safe. Nothing safe. When earthquake, tornado come, nothing safe. You just hope say you're not standing in the spot where it will go fall, right? So I can say I survived. You know what I mean? I survived. As small as it was, the possibility of it getting bigger. Thank God it wasn't, nothing bigger. But I survived. So that is it. We give God the glory. That is it. In that story. For now, God the day not over yet. You know. And the thing is, it didn't happen overnight. That is another blessing. It didn't happen overnight. So all who sleep good last night, count a blessing. Because if it did happen in the morning here, at least you're aware. But in the night time, man, you sleep like a baby. Unless you like me, who was a late sleeper. Sleep like a baby, you know. So, my people, I had a close one today. But you watch over me every time. Every time. Happy Friday, happy Resurrection Week to everybody. Easter is a blessing. Yeah, Easter is a blessing. And it's not like Christmas, not like your birthday, not like Thanksgiving, or any of those holidays. None can compare to Easter. What? Nothing can compare to Easter. And then Resurrection Week is another blessing. But I think it's some coincidence going on because if I remember correctly, about this time, couple years back, it was the same thing around Easter. Another earthquake that happened here on the East Coast. The same thing. Yeah, boy, signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. I'm telling you, signs and wonders. You know, but this time the same earthquake hit. If I'm not mistaken, if anybody knows, you can let me know. Or maybe I can even look it up because I'm almost definite that there was an earthquake sometime about this time, couple years ago. Yeah. So this one was 4.8. 4.8. Some say 5.5. Okay. But this one was 4.8. And they said the last one was over 200 and something years ago. But we're talking about the little shaking, right? Because we still count that as an earthquake. And they say also there was one in 1944. Nah, man, there was another one where me feel before. This one was in 1957, 1800s, 79. Mm, which one? They're lying. What's going on? That one lasts for about 30 seconds. Yeah. Today one lasts for about 30, 30 seconds. So it wasn't a long one, but it was just the shaking. So what them say now, the possibility was a densely populated Friday morning. Residents calling, rumbling on the eastern seaboard. Agency reported a 4.7. 4.7. So places like New Jersey, it look hot. I don't know why New Jersey it is so hot, but that's what it was. That's what it was. I'm trying to find if there was when was the last time this happened. But them now give me the information. So let me just try one more thing. Try one more thing. No, they not tell me. But they say it's rare. I don't know how rare that is, but let me tell you this. If anything ever happened on the East Coast, Lord have mercy. Because we're not prepared for it. We barely prepared for flood, and hail and all these things. We barely prepared for that. So even so, when time come, we just have to pray the way and ask that God carry over it. You know, God carry over it. That is all they can really do. Just ask the Almighty carry over it because there's nothing in place other than FEMA. FEMA there. Or what FEMA can do. FEMA can do nothing. The Red Cross is there. And then carry you to the hospital. That's it. What can them do a natural disaster? They can't do nothing. Hopefully them try to save you that you can live, but to try to get up. The highest point now, where would the highest point? We only have a few high points in these cities, you know. I can't even recall where the high point is, other than the mountains. You know, if you head to the mountains, it's different. But when these, natural disaster happen, because we don't have landslide on the East Coast. No such thing. Never heard of a landslide, you know. And the only thing that can come to mind is floods, heavy storms, you know. Or even what, one winter ago or two winter ago, it was pretty bad with the snowstorms and stuff, ice storms. But after that, nothing. And it's climate change. You know what I'm saying? Climate change, the earth crying out because them doing a lot of drilling and things of that nature in the earth. So the earth will cry out, and the resources where they might gather from it, mess up the earth thing. Because to really think about what causes these things is because the drilling in the earth, you know, and then the earth is as old as time itself. So the earth is changing, the continental shift them, changing, the plates are changing in the earth because the earth all has time. So it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult. No, no we are safe. Just the other day, Jamaica had an earthquake, if I do recall. They had an earthquake the other day. I'm not sure when they had the earthquake. It was sometime, let me check, sometime in uh earthquake in Jamaica. Earthquake in Jamaica, earthquake shakes in New York City. We're talking about Jamaica. New York felt it, New Jersey, Connecticut supposed to have felt it. October of last year, right? So yeah, they just had one the other day. And the funny thing about these earthquakes too, they don't really move fast unless it's something that really aggravates them. They don't really move fast. So they had one, and believe you me, it's time because really them dep on the eastern seaboard too, somewhat. Them kind of like borderline. So the direction they said they come from though, it's not from that, it's come from higher. Coming from higher. So thank God it was only a small one, because even when I look on the map, it's just a small line but big enough. A lot of people in those areas. A lot of people are in those areas. And I say a lot. So it's the God's journey mercy. Shake up some of the bad breed them. Shake up some of the bad breed them and wake up some people, Wake up some people, man. Yes, small enough to wake you up, big enough to make you think what is going on. Signs and wonders. What is going on? Israel, all the confusion, all the mayhem, all of the miss and hits that's going on in life. You know, new laws coming out every day to keep you in check. But then you have to check in with the Father first, you know. And that make you know say you can't sleep and live the way you live. You can't sleep and think say you are gonna prosper or you are gonna eat and eat in peace. No, sir. That is what the earthquake do for some people. Bring you to reality quick, quick, quick. Make you consider your ways. MTC, greetings, blessings unto you. Hope your finger feel good. Hope your finger feel alright. Just be careful when you're doing hard work. Work diligently. Alright. And big up sister nurse who cater to it. Alright. Yes, people, happy Friday. Earthquake. I had a close one today. The mercy. We can smile now, but about an hour ago, you depend what next? What next? Yeah, wait to see if it's gonna be something bitter, you know. But we survive. We survive, bro. We survive. Glory to God. You know. I had a close one today. My God. But the Father watch over me, you know. Father watch over me. We know that He's able, you know that He's able, and He's always there. Hello, walking with purpose. Good afternoon. Good morning. No, it's afternoon now. So this morning, you know, we had a close one today. Yeah, earthquake on the East Coast here, and it wasn't bad. A little shaking, but thank God for the shaking. It never go no further, and we know that hey, we are alive. You know, we are alive. So we just come on, you know, give God the glory, and just let the people know, say, you know, it's a reality. Even though you're in the West, it's a reality. One thing about the West, you know, certain realities can't be denied. You know, earthquake, um, hurricane, storm, flood, you know, lightning, serious lightning, you know. These things you can't deny. It's a part of the package if you want to come to the West. It's part of the package. Just don't know when. And today was the day where we don't know when, you know. But thanks be to God, you know. So many things can happen when you're in the West here. But this is one of those things where it's probably at the bottom of the list. We would prefer hurricane. We would prefer um, flood. But earthquake, I don't prefer. So that is what it is, you know. Just a little shaking though, 4.8. Nothing serious. As them say. It's serious, but you know, serious. You know, just a shaking. If you're in a them tall skyscraper, you probably see the building wave left to right. So, the building probably the building probably wave left to right, you know. But if you're walking on the ground, that even, you know, worse because you just feeling the earth move under your feet, and you don't. It could feel like a heavy truck passing by because that's what I thought it was. A heavy truck passing by, you know. I felt like, you know, one of them trailer just went by, or they must have did drop something, you know, because sometimes when they drop, the road them over here is not really solid concrete, paved roads. Them use tar and paved road. You know, the, the time for solid concrete really gone now. But the sidewalk them is concrete. So most of the time when you see people drop these things, it was 4.8, 4.8. So the only time it really lasts, and it lasts only for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. But 30 seconds is a lot of time. It feel like a lot of time, you know. And the way I said feel, it feel like a truck passing by on the road. You feel the earth move. But because the truck they move so fast, it's not gonna be like 30 seconds. So can you imagine 30 seconds of a truck, heavy truck, trailer passing by, or if a container drop off the truck and lick the ground, or something like that, dump truck when the door close, kind of echo. That's how it feel. Yeah, that's how it feel. So when I realize, say, it'll go on too long, I just look outside and I see, because them have some man working on the road. So them a dig. We know that. But when me look, me no see no sound, me no hear no sound. And then by the time I reach back at the kitchen, me hear them start back up again. But then everything that was like maybe a minute after or so. Because me did feel the house a rock earlier in the week, but me never paid no mind. And then me they have some fire prayer where me that pray. So me never know, maybe it was the answer, I don't know. I just throw that in the atmosphere because, life. So when we talk to God, we just talk to God about reality. But anyway, greetings, Island Sister. Blessing. This is the first time I see you. And I'm bigging you up because if I remember correctly, you're there in London. Big up UK. You have some family over there too. I don't know, maybe, you know, you are my family, but we still consider you as YouTube family. Greetings from London, Island Sisters. I remember you, remember you. Yes, big up to Tottenham and Brixton and Luton and uh Whole heap of area. Croydon, all those places. Yes. So yeah, when I feel the earthquake today, it feel like a container drop. Yeah, man. At work, all the time at home. Yes, at work. Let me tell you, I experienced 9/11 too. That was like a earthquake too. Because when that tower dropped, I me see it, but me they cross the river. I work in a New York. Cross the river and me see it. When that thing drop, you feel the tremor come cross the river. That time everybody start boogie because them have one area then called Queens, and you can see right into Manhattan on the side there Queens. And me see the tower drop. So yeah, man, I had a close one today. God no, it wasn't that close, but close enough to where I am. I feel, you know, like a container hit the ground. Hit the ground. So it was a thought. What next? What next? What next? So anytime I get these what next thoughts, my way my brain work, it just go further. It just go further. Some people back to business right now. They back to business. They don't have no choice. Some don't have no choice. They just have to continue. But we do in the quiet parts of the mind, them thinking what next. Well, we don't know what is next, but we put our things in God and hopefully it passed by and it gone it way, and that is it for the rest of the day. Yeah, that is it for the rest of the day. Hopefully, by the grace of God, that is it for the rest of the day. We can watch some live stream and support some people, right? And we don't have to really live in fear. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm talking about the earth. Yes, mom. I'm talking about the earthquake today. There's an earthquake that happened in the east coast of United States, anywhere from New York to New Jersey, Connecticut, and I think maybe Pennsylvania. They didn't mention it, but it's still within the area, you know. And it happened about, what time is it now? 12 o'clock where I am at right now. A little bit after 12 now. And about an hour and a half. So that would be about 10:15 to 10:30 Eastern time. England, I don't know, that'd be like for you. So it's 12 now. Over there, it's probably like 5 in the afternoon. So it happened over there for you about maybe 12 o'clock. Yeah. So, yeah, we check in, we check in because, like I said, God is merciful. God is merciful. We've been having some freak weather, freak weather. When I say freak weather, like when it's supposed to be hot, it is real cold. You know, when it's supposed to be sunshine, it is very cloudy and rainy. Um, we had some strong winds the other day, you know, blow over some light posts and some trees went down. Yeah, and we're living in peculiar times. You're right. We're living in some strange time, freak weather, and me tell you, me personally, if you follow my channel, right, you know, say me talk about end times, me talk about prophecy, me talk about the issues of life. You know, me talk about, to be that excite me, it motivate me. Me talk. Recently, we celebrate Easter and the empty tomb. You know, right now we're in a resurrection week, and we're going into Pentecost Sunday. And me talk about it. It's like me can't really waste my YouTube time trying to please YouTubers. Me can't do it. Me just have to do what the Lord or the Spirit tell me if you do. So me talk about things that is not the it's not the norm, right? The Bible speaks about earthquake, yes. And it says it's strange only this morning we're having this discussion at my local leisure time without being aware of this. My dear, unless people dead, that is where the breaking news. Other than that, this is just okay, it's something, and people going back to them liberty and going back to them way of life, you know. So you hear the scripture say sometime he that sin continue to sin. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But my channel, we talk about these things, as the Lord leads, because when we talk about it, he's speaking to me too. He talking to me too, but me just think say sometime, me have to tell you because what he say to me, I tell, and I speak about it. Because no man know the minute nor the hour. None. No man know the minute or the hour. And even though we're here, we're not there to suffer, we're not there to be unhappy, but we must be ready at all time. You know. I was saying, I think one of the sister them was talking earlier. I don't know if she's off, but she was talking. Amazing energy. She's talking about a car accident. He was talking about a car accident, and somebody had passed away in her community. in Jamaica, you know, and driving very reckless, and cause I think the passengers are the other car, you know, to lose their family members while driving. So, you know, whichever way. The other day, I had a family member when I was talking about that freak storm. The family member was traveling, flying, you know, with the heavy rainstorm and heavy winds blowing. And you know, so me pray, me couldn't even sleep. Me couldn't even sleep and feel right all the night before, because when them said these weather coming around and you know the gust of winds and things like that, you know. So and when she came in, excuse me, when she came in, she was talking, saying, "Oh, the plane rocking left and right, people on the plane crying because you know they said that they don't know where them soul going." So them on the plane, I never experienced that. I've experienced turbulence while I was, you know, flying, but I've never seen people actually panic because them don't know, you know, them don't know where them soul going. So you know that's why me just have to be, you know, vigilant, you know, in this little Christian walk that I'm doing. You know, me have to be vigilant. You know, still love me live streams and but this don't come first. You know, it don't come first. It's just to keep me active. You know, occupy till income. You know, me just occupy. You know, but for the most part, um, yeah, me always ready like you know yesterday. Really like yesterday, you know. And more as we grow older, I think it's a reality, you know. It's a reality, you know. I even remember they had a serious hurricane a couple times. Yeah, it's hurricane blackout. You know, if you guys live in a city, you know when you lose power, they call it blackout, and that means nothing around. You know, food are spoiled, these things. You know, no fire. You know, and you're basically in darkness, you know, and you have to be patient, you know, you have to be patient. Even this happening in the East Coast, blackout, you know, people lose power from here to certain borders, you know, they lose power. And you have to be patient because you don't know what it is, you know. The West is a very complicated place when you live in the West. Amazing. It's so complicated. Hello, my dear. How are you? God bless you. And when you live in the West, it's so complicated. I mean, so many factors, and you're so dependent. You're dependent on the system. That is not what I call it, but you're dependent on the system, right? Because you need the light, you need the power, you need the amenities to just get through the day. You need a cell phone, right? And the way things are today, when you say earthquake, and when you say, you know how much thing I run through your brain, family I run through your brain, you run through if this thing long, if it is gonna be short, you wonder if your phone I work. You know how many calls me get since this happened? We get a lot of calls. We get a lot of calls. You know what I mean? And again, you know, children in school, especially at this time of the day, can you imagine children in school and you have to go to protocol, you know? So God is merciful, man. And Even though we try to be ready, we still not ready. That is another thing. We're still not ready. You know, we don't even have emergency bag. We say, all right, we're gonna grab this, grab that. And as I speak, shame on me because it's a reality. God forbid, you have to just evacuate. You know, so these is things where when you're talking about living in the West, you have important documents you have to keep close and things like that. You know, it's about living in the West. Not your thing, you know. God know. Because even the hospital then, it's not enough hospital that can cater to the amount of people if something go bad. You know what I'm saying? That is a real important factor. You know, it's not enough hospital. Even so, they have this new thing now. It's like a clinic in call them emergency walking. It's like a little mini, but it's a private, practice. And they usually open 24/7, and they usually located in a spot where it's in between the distances, so that if something happens or if people feel sick of some kind, they can get some attention ASAP, you know. And that is like far and in between. Not many of those places are around. It's popular, but not many of those places are around. So, blessings to everyone who showed up. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we need some watch time and we need some subscribers. So, if you guys find it in your heart to share the live, please share the live. And if you can subscribe. Right? Uh, we're here together supporting everybody. So I appreciate it. You guys can connect with each other and definitely, keep me in prayer. As I'm keeping you guys in prayer. I always praying for you guys. Island Sister, amazing Monica, MTC, many others. Blessed, Vice Out, who else? Kaya, EK, the Kenya family, some of the Indian who support the channel. I really appreciate you guys who make it worthwhile, make it worthwhile. So, yeah, that is it. I appreciate you, man. It's not easy when we have to face these things, not easy, man. But we hold on by faith, we hold on by faith. Yeah, man, I just had a quick look on the news here. Okay. So you see, and it's everywhere now. Yeah, I'm about an hour ago, and like I said, it wasn't nothing extravagant, in the place, but it was enough to shake the earth. Yeah, man, we will continue. We will continue to lift up friends and family. We all one big family. On this YouTube streets, we are one family. So it's good to check in. It's good to check in, and even though you might not get the views that you want, just found out here from you. Okay, yeah, we try to bring it in, because it's breaking news, and not like nothing to play around with. Any farmer thing that especially our community, just guess this was just the tip of the iceberg. I hope they're not done yet, so we just hope and pray, and we check in and thank God for journey mercies. A lot of our sisters are out there right now, and brothers working in the East Coast. So, this is another thing where, if you're from the East Coast in the States, when we say East Coast now, anywhere from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Massachusetts, um, Vermont, high up, yes, because you have some West Indians live high up, close to Canada, those places. I'm in the middle. So, you know, just keep everybody in mind, check in, ones on ones. Because life sweet, life sweet, man. But even though it's a life sweet, we know who's the keeper of our life, so we still check in. We thank God. Call up family members first, and then we check in with the YouTube Street family. You know, check in with the YouTube Street family. So, for the most part, that is it. That is it. That is it. Yeah. God is merciful, man. God is merciful. Let's hope this nature taking its course and not interference from man. Yeah. You know what I say? I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about that, you know, because them did say that one time with when Haiti did get them earthquake, them said them I do something from there to Miami. Them say something like that, but you see, man, I already don't know so the earth around red. Who's Tom Cruise? Who's Tom Cruise? I have to go to your house and go see who Tom Cruise. You have MTC laughing. MTC have you laughing Island Sisters. He was out tour guide in Bali. Okay. Introduce himself as Tom Cruise. Eh, eh. Bali, that is what? Thailand? Thailand, or is that a country, Bali? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, I must visit your house, Island Sister. I think I visited it already. But I'll visit it again just to make, you know, our neighborly Indonesia. Okay. Our neighborly rounds. I'll visit it again. But I don't doubt it could be man, it could be man. It could be man. Definitely. I don't doubt it. Because them doing a lot of drilling up in Pennsylvania and these places. They call it fracking. Yeah. They call it fracking. So it's a lot of oil drilling, mining for coal and these things. Yeah, so I don't doubt it. It could even be, testing of some kind of military thing. So we don't know. It could be that too. Because right here now, let me say the world around red. World around red, man. Say the world is running red, right, people? You know that, right? Russia, China, US, Israel, and what a little country they name, um, South Korea or North Korea, one of the two. So the whole of them bucking heads, the whole of them not very friendly right about now. Alright, and this is just what it is. Portland, Jamaica, other series. Yes, October was the last one. Yes, October was the last one. Yeah. But remember, Haiti had an earthquake the other day too. Maybe a year or two, maybe 4 years back. Sorry, 4 or 5 years back. So, I always, when I think of Jamaica, I think of Haiti too because we're neighbors, and I think also of Cuba. Cuba, anything I got hit Haiti have to come close to Cuba too, and Jamaica. So, yeah. So, let me tell you, man, you know, we living in these times where, we just have to pray up a lot. Pray up a lot, man. Still enjoy, celebrate, you know, but pray up a lot because you don't want to be caught out there, you know. God our thoughts, God our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Make sure say, we on the right side of history and eternity. I forgot our thoughts, man. You know. Even in these times, let me tell you another breaking news. Say it was maybe 3 weeks ago, and I looked at the young man. The young man had committed a crime, an act of vengeance, but he had killed his baby mother, and he killed his stepmother, and his in-laws, and this happened in, I believe it. Then they say Pennsylvania or something of that magnitude. Yeah, maybe Pennsylvania. And to tell you, man, when I look at the youth, I say, I wonder if he's a Jamaican. Because the way he look, you can tell our people when you see them. And when I tell you, for some reason, when they come in the West, a lot of things mess with these young people. I don't even want to go into it. But them under some kind of oppression mentally, whether it's mental health or whatever. But the youth go on and start, you know, go on. Him, they have a white girlfriend too. Have a white girlfriend. And him just go on and go kill them, you know. And then look at the youth and just down on your mind, because like I said, when you see how people you know them kind of, and I just let it slide, after I hear the story. I ain't want to hear no more, and just let it slide. Couple of days now, this podcaster, videocaster, content creator called Soulflow TV. Soulflow TV, me see the headlines, or Jamaican commit, yada yada yada. And I said, wait, that's the same brother I saw. He was a Jamaican. I said, oh my God. And it just bring him, because he's not the only one, There's a few of them that make headlines over the years. So our Jamaican brothers, let me tell you right now, you come into the West, try to have a cool head. Don't bring in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s back, because this time, and unlike them time when it was just newspaper, this is worldwide news. You know what I'm saying? And you have to stay prayed up. It was sad. It was sad. You have to stay prayed up, because it's not easy out here. And basically, it's a dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. It's not everybody are gonna make it. Some can make it, but at the same time, for the most part, it is labor. You wanna come here for labor. Them not look for you to do exactly what you would want to do, but they will give you something to do. And at the same time too, it's just the system. Not the word I would use, but it's the system. So I feel bad every time I see Jamaicans get caught up, and in this rat race. I feel bad. That's why you have to pray up yourself. You have to pray up yourself. You have to know, even amongst our community, you have to know because it's a different ball game when you cross the ocean. Different ball game, whether you be here in the States or you be across the pond or you up north in Canada or France or Germany or wherever, Europe, wherever, it's a different ball game. And it's sad, you understand? Because we know our people, we know where we come from, we know how things are. No matter what, most Jamaican have the formal upbringing. After them get, big and go whichever ways they want to go. But for the most part, we get the formal upbringing. You know, young people. And even the shaking where we get this money. It's another shaking in your head with you think. But you need to think. You have to think and pray it out. Pray it out. Sometimes the thinking come to a point. It come to a point where you can't think no more. Then you have to pray it out. But God still give you what can give you the mind to think. The mind to think. As big as me, I still pray over my children as big as them is. Still pray over them. Make the right decision because a lot of time I remember when I was there age 2, parents do the best they can do, but there's sometimes this information where parents just not think about, but then through prayer, right, God reveal the secret things unto you. And then when you get the secret things, you say, oh, son, daughter, XYZ, be careful and observe and listen. And then execute. No hurry, because we're in a foreign land. No hurry. Most of the time, even it happened as we talk about it with, as I'm thinking here about our sister who was in the UK. I remember maybe 2 years or 3 years, I was watching the episodes of Windrush. They was telling the people, basically, no matter if you're part of the colony, or if you come on the invite of the colony, or if you even born here, you're not a part of here. And it's this feeling that this is not just rhetoric, that is just, it's all over, But that is another story for another day. But if you guys interested in it, go Google it and find out about the Windrush generation. A lot of my family members are part of that generation. But yeah, and we too, I'm saying, complacent. We take this thing as if, okay, we do this, we do that, we are right. I never left my mind. Never, because I've seen too many examples. And most of them end up with a closed book. Nobody looks into it. Nobody talks about it. Nobody says XYZ about it because we're all in the same boat. Right? We're all in the same boat. So yeah, the West is no joke, man. The best thing to do, hit and run. Come, get what you want, leave out, if you can. You know what I'm saying? Because Jamaica is a beautiful place, and there's many other beautiful places in the world. You know what I mean? But when we talk about this capitalist society, you know, it is really a skill level where you learn as you go. You learn as you go. You can get all the insights. I've heard people on different platforms, try to give insight and things, but it's complicated. It's not as easy as it may sound. Like I just said to you earlier, earthquakes, hurricane, tornado, all these things. We don't really get that in the east. We get maybe flood, maybe get a little earthquake. But when last year Jamaica have earthquakes like that, we might get flood, we get hurricane, but not no regular thing. It's only in the west. And all the other issues on top of that. So when I say God watch over me, God watch over me. For real, for real, for real. For real, for real, for real, because the West complicated. It complicated. Everybody think it is bun and cheese. It's not bun and cheese. Easter is not about bun and cheese. You know, not bun and cheese. The way it's complicated. And, you know, you have to have strong unit, really, to be in the West. You have to have strong unit. Because on your own, you can do it on your own, but it's better when you have strong unit. Whether it be your church unit, family unit, even your prayer unit, some unit, man, some unit. Because without God, you can't make it. Can't make it. Can't make it at all. I don't know who keep calling me right now, but it is not the time. It's not the time. I'm working on my life right now. Glory be to God. No distraction. If it's not emergency, we have past emergencies. So if you guys want to text, you can text. But I'm on the live now, by the grace of God. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes, I survived a close one today. Oh, yeah. My God. So, has anybody here ever lived through an earthquake? Has anybody ever lived through an earthquake? I would like to know. I know many of you must have experienced a hurricane at some time, but earthquake is what I'm talking about. Have you guys ever experienced an earthquake? Hmm? Have you ever felt the shaking? Have you ever seen buildings fall down? People run, scatter. Uh, Similar to this 9/11 too. Yeah. 9/11 was one of those things where people scatter, man. You know, people scatter. You know, but God is still merciful. You know, He's giving us time, but time is limited. You know, as people go on about their day, you know, as mothers are checking in for their children and fathers are checking in on their wives, you know, lines are busy, lines are hectic, we still give God the glory. And we check in with our YT family and we say, hey, God is watching over us. Resurrection week, God is watching over us. Yeah, God is watching over us, man. in spite of man's decisions, yeah? Man's faults. Jehovah watching over us, man. Hey, hey, God have mercy. I have so many topics to talk about, but sometimes I just have to keep it on the one topic, the one topic, because I don't want to go into things just because of feelings. We want to talk about what we come to talk about, you know. Yeah. But really, the bottom line is God is watching over us. Me, I never get up yet without just moving my lips and say thank you, Jehovah. I get up every morning and sometimes I just want to run out of the bed like a lion, you know, like a sumo warrior. Sometimes it feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Actually, when this thing happened, I just, you know, made a quick turn in the bed, Because today is my day off. So I just take a quick turn and I feel a little shake. And I said, wait, let me get up and look outside. When me look outside, me don't see nothing, no move, no bird, no nothing. Me see the worker man, them just turn up. I'll to know when me turn on the me they have the YouTube I run and me have it on they can get the news, on YouTube and me go. Me hear them say, oh, we have some breaking news, we have some breaking news. Me say what is it? There was an earthquake. I said Jehovah. And that was what me feel. Me tell you, they did have it couple years back too. They had it couple years back, not too long ago, on maybe 7 years back, or less than that. So this thing no relevant, irrelevant. 7 years, that is not long. That is not long. That is a read. That's close enough. So when me tell you, say, we who live in the West have to be prayed up. Even though God watching over, we have to be prayed up. That's no say you have to be ready. You have to be ready. When them did say flood are gone, all over the summer gone, the winter gone, massive flood, in the cities, massive flood, all tunnel flood out people and bus have to stand and see have water coming in the bus. Videos are there in the West here. Mainly in, I think it was York City, you know. So people, yeah, when I say that close one today is a close one. When you standing on level ground and you see a vision, I move left and right, and say drunk and dizzy, but then your vision I go left and right. Not that close. That's close because if you go left to the far left, that means that the earth I give upon you, or if you go to the far right, that means the earth I give way upon you. You see the house a crack. You hear the house a crack. You see crack in your wall. That means the place I give way upon you. And if you don't mind, they had a building in the Bronx, I think, or Manhattan of New York. And the west side of the building give way, that must happen in a month. January, January, or so, or February. The side of the building give. Then said the scaffolding. It was working on the building and the scaffolding. The people that was removing the scaffolding. and the whole side corner piece of the building. Give way. Them have to evacuate the whole building now. People homeless, because you can have be working on a side and the building structure is not sound. So you have to give people have to evacuate. So these is things, and them say fortunately nobody was in those rooms. Can you imagine? From usually building them is 6 stories, 6, 7 stories, the most. You know what I'm saying? So anything above that is like a skyscraper. So we have a few tall skyscraper apartment buildings, but for the most part, the apartment buildings, where some people call flat, them is about 7 story. They call them flat. So I don't know if you can see in this little video. You see this video where I show right now? If you look to the side, you see those buildings. Some of them are office building, but most of them are residential buildings, right? So most of them go to about 7 story. Those right there, them probably about 13 or 15 story, because they don't use 13 in America. They consider that as a bad number, unlucky number. So if you ever go to those buildings and you look in those buildings and you use the elevator, right? There's no 13. They skip that floor. You will have 14 and you have 15, but you won't have a 13. Right? You have 12, but you won't have a 13. So for the most part, those buildings are structurally sound. They're structurally sound. Yes, traffic jam, business as usual, in the city. And yeah, people who live in those places is the worst feeling, to be in an earthquake with these tall buildings. I've lived in one of those buildings for many years. But thank God now we're out of it. But you have to deal with that sort of things. You're dependent on hot water. You're dependent on. Hello, Hazel Eyes. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes. So for the most part, when you're living in those buildings, you're dependent, on heat and hot water, and all the necessities to try to keep you going. Yeah, to keep going. So thumbs me up, guys, if you can. Thumbs me up, share me out. I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate you. I haven't been posting you guys' comments. I should post you guys' comments. Yeah. So if you haven't connected with other people, you can connect also. We're just talking about the close one we had today. It was an earthquake, and all of God's blessings, all of God's blessings, man. Can you imagine if this thing was serious? Yeah, can you imagine? Just the thought, as you hear it in your ears, you say, "What?" You say, "What?" But can you imagine if this thing was serious? Yeah. I remember when Jamaica had it the other day. God Almighty, I was praying because I see some video where they really get a shaking. I think Jamaica had a powerful one. It was like about, let me say, 8 point something. The last time I read about it, and it was kind of powerful because it shake up the place. Well, God Almighty, we didn't even get close to that. I was 4.8. So When I say, boy, we had a close one, it was a close one because it's just a sneeze, for the Almighty. It's just a footprint for the Almighty, you know. And when him say, hey, him still have a purpose, him have a purpose, you know. Him just want to shake up some of the, you know, things that he see, shake them up. But they know say me still in charge. Make them have a conversation with themselves and with other people, you know, let them do some realignment and some readjustment to their plans, don't it? I think so. Can you imagine? And then all them people who are underground. Oh gosh, can you imagine all the people who are underground in those subway? We talk about the people above ground. What about the people them underground who working at them? Look, you see these street under these street have underground. I don't know if you see it, but if you see the street where the car them running and the bicycle running, there's people underground. Train system. They call them subway, or in some country they call them tube. The over. They call them tube. Hey, and then them far underground, them have the escalator will carry you way, 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 way down under the ground. Yes. If you go and you see Sister Rosalie, where she sometimes you see her upon the train and you see her, but you see her above ground. When you see her go underground, she go down, down, down under the earth. And this is above the ground. And sometimes the train under the ground I run in a tunnel. I had a close one today. My God. Man, can you imagine? Yeah? So when you hear we talk about these things, sometimes you say, oh, him just a talk and no man, he's serious. Because you have to know, say, this is what we up against. This is what we up against when we say we gone to the west and we go living at the west. We're going to Canada, we're going to America, we're going to Europe, we're going to UK. You're up against the world, you know. You're up against technology, where you have to adapt to, and customs, right? And cultures, different cultures. We have all culture in the West here, all culture. And most time, everywhere you go, there's a Chinatown. Every city you go in America is a Chinatown. Yes, you understand. So we had a close one today, man. Earthquake hit us. It was 4.8, 5.5 or 5.7. You will probably see a little damage, but the 4.8 was no damage. And then even I remember late last year, October, Jamaica had an 8.7. So we were far from that. We were far from that. So we never feel any problems, things of that nature. I don't think we can handle the 8.7. I don't think we could really handle it if we had an 8.7, because just the little break in the firmaments would make it very uncomfortable, unsafe to even travel. You know what I'm saying? And it probably will stop us for a couple hours. stop us for a real bit, couple hours, and even possibly flooding. Because when it happened in the sea too. The east coast is really surrounded by water. Even though you have inland, but the water, really a problem. You know, pray to God say we never get none of those things. Like I can't remember the country if it was Philippines or Indonesia or something like that when they had the tsunami. So thank God, it happened on land and it didn't happen on the ocean. Yeah. So this is what it is. We live in the West, and when we live in the West, we we experience a lot of things. We experience a lot of things. Whether it be the weather above our head, tornado, hailstorm, snow, heavy rain, or it be the earth below our feet. We experience a lot of things, not to mention the other things too, you know. So we need journey mercies every day. We need journey mercies. We need journey mercies every day. Journey mercy. You know. And our God is always speaking, always reaching out to us, letting us know He's there, He's watching over us, you know? And His people are there watching over us. You know, God is there, man. These are the things. These are the things. But I really appreciate you guys coming. Hazel Eyes, Island Sisters, amazing. MTC, Creatives. I must visit you guys. You know, I appreciate you guys supporting us. And all is well. All is well. All is well. I must visit your house. I must visit you guys' house, see what you're doing, see what is up. You know, I've been using this platform for a while. How you like it? You like the restream or you like the stream yard? Let me know. Let me know. Because I've been tempted to go to this vertical. I haven't used the vertical too much. It's getting popular, and people are doing more vertical. But I'm sticking to the wide screen for now because a lot of the what you call it, a lot of the measurement or the format for which I have for these widescreen, I have to do them in mobile form. I want to make them for desktop. So that is why I don't do the vertical because I haven't formatted it for desktop. I mean for mobile, sorry, I only formatted it for desktop. So yeah, I have to work on that. I have to work on it and try to bring it to pass. Bring it to pass and get with it, right? Because I don't want to be left out of Zion Gate. So I have to turn it into mobile verticals so I can be like, you know, in the trending, right? That is trending. I tell you, man, YouTube streets, man. YouTube streets. It is always a different scenario. Every I would say every couple months something come out on YouTube streets, and then it become trending. So by the grace of God, we're gonna get up to speed. We're gonna get up to speed. And I'm looking into some equipment about this time. So I just haven't found the discount yet. So I'm trying to work with discounts. If you guys know where I can get some good um any website, you guys know where I can get some good discount on electronics, please, don't know, comment, put it in one of the community posts or something, you know, because I really want to get some equipment. I've been praying about it, and the Lord has enabled me now with resources to get some equipment. But everywhere me look, it's either cheap or it too cheap, and it's very expensive. So I can't see myself going that route because I know there's gonna be a discount coming down the road, and I'm looking for some cheap, not cheap, but reasonable price, you know, some discount. So I would prefer if I would have an inside, you know, somebody who can give us some information with any, me try Amazon, me try um Sweetwater, me try Sam Ash, me try. I haven't tried Walmart or Target, but me don't know. Maybe because me like the little name brand stuff. But if there's any makers out there, manufacturers that you know about who have some good stuff, good quality electronics, let me know. You know, let me know. Let me know. Just drop a comment, and I'll utilize it and do my research and so. Yeah, because I can't see myself, buying stuff that don't make us, it's overpriced. I can't do that. I can't I can't buy overpriced stuff. It doesn't work for me, even though you get the job done. But the problem is when you're here in the States, if you do your research, you will find good stuff. You just gotta, look around, look around, look around. When you find a reasonable price, something, you know, then you buy it. But you can't just buy stuff and it's overpriced because the season change or whatever, you know. About what? A week ago they had sale. I missed that one. But this week different. So hopefully, another sale will come down or there's some kind of discount going around. We can find some good price. Yeah. All right, big up yourself. Big up yourself, MTC. Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it. I know you're gonna have something for us either later or tomorrow. Yeah, have something for us either later or tomorrow. Whatever's on the menu, you know. Looking forward to see that. Looking forward to see it. Always a pleasure when MTC do a video. You know, this video of them, cooking. Everybody love to eat and everybody like to watch what people eat, don't it? Yes, sir. You know, everybody like to watch it. I have a friend and I'm trying to get her to start doing some cooking channel, you know. But she's so stubborn. The lady can cook some good. She just made me an Easter bun the other day and some ginger juice. And I said, my gosh, man, this something tastes so nice. And it's not the first time. I think I've, she has given me some bakeries. But when I think about people who don't utilize this thing with our YouTube, sometimes I say, man, what them are gonna do, because them always a talk about, them they need money, them this and that. And no matter what you show people, them still not gonna do it. They have to be in them, they have to have a passion. I think that is why I do YouTube. It's a passion about it. It's a passion. Cooking, yes, is your passion too, but you see when it cross over now into your own channel, your own show, it's a passion. It's a passion about it. It gives you purpose, it gives you a sense of pride, a legacy. God, when we dead and gone, everybody are gonna return back to this and say, hey, I remember that brother, I remember that sister. Good vibes every time. Good for a matter of fact, there was another lady there who I was watching, and she had went to Kenya, go visit Imara, Jamaican grandma, I think she did name. And the people them texted, but love her up, love her up, love her up, love her up. And so she only do like maybe 2-3 weeks in Kenya, and by the fourth week, so she passed and she did just start her channel. No God attack right this one. God was talking. God said, do this. She did it. She obedient. Then maybe she wasn't too sure, but she just at the last thing she had to do in her life. Or maybe she didn't know. Who knows? So she was going to pass away. And she just want to go to the motherland. Right? When she done, because I remember the channel start out with maybe 6-7 subscribers. By the time she leave Kenya, the thing overwhelmed. Jamaican grandma, then call. By the fourth week, the mama pass away. She bring some stuff for the kids and she go check out the thing. By the fourth week, I saw she pass away. Yeah, thank you, bro. No problem. So when I say, like, we who are here, are we doing things? You know what I mean? We don't take it for granted. We don't take it for granted because we don't know what God have in store for you. And this is your legacy. I remember as a youth, when I used to talk to my relatives overseas, and at that time, we know them was going to phone box. Remember the phone booth where you have to wait in line sometime and then call collect, or you get the number, you call down the so. And then there was times when we had family members who would return home, returnees, and then something just so creative. My mother did say, boy, she did have a little tape recorder. Remember the tape recorder? And then we used to gather around the tape recorder and put in the 60-minute tape or the 30-minute tape, the Maxwell, and we put in the Maxwell tape, and we all put with little voice on it and we record, and we say, hello, hello. I hope they're not talking to us, but we talking to them on video and tape recorder. Yes. And you know, the vibes was good vibes. It was good vibes. Yes. And we know so we can't see them. Them days no computer, no nothing. Barely have phone. Them don't even have phone. Them have to go to phone booth and we get the call. And when they call, we excited too. When we call them excited. Because we can't see each other but the love. It's like we're there. When we're not even there. We're there but we're not even there. Even if we write a letter, we feel good. We get a response. Those things. Send barrel home. We get a good, we feel good. So connection is needed, even on these YouTube streets. It's needed. And sometimes we see with people them here. We don't know when am I gonna be here again. We don't know today. Every day different. Every day different. Every day is you need a promise from the Almighty to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You need that promise. You know. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. Some, you know, cross the line and you know I try to brush it off. I try, because life's sweet. How it is sometimes. Not necessarily we get along with everybody, but we still appreciate everybody same way. You know. I was saying that even with one sister, you know, then where she get penalized on the YouTube streets, them start bully her, cyber bully her and things like that. But I just keep telling her, look, keep going. Because she was one of them sister would do the repatriation back to Africa movement during the pandemic, right? She was one of those sister. And her channel grew, a lot of YouTubers grew during the pandemic. But she was exactly like one of them YouTuber. And she was encouraging a lot of people to doing her business and so. But something happened, you know, where she lose focus and then, where things happening once, it happen in twos and threes. And that was the story. But for some reason now, I guess, there's a time of mourning and then there's a time of healing. She's in the healing process. And she come back. But then every now and then no she make people get on her case. And it's alright. I understand the female then. But for the most part, we have to be careful with the entertaining of negative energy. And I personally, you know, I see that she entertain it a few times, but me just give her a positive word, until I say keep going. Just keep going. You survive it. That is evidence that there's a plan for your life. There's a destiny for your life. Don't keep on entertaining these negative. It's a part of the YouTube street. This is not paradise. This is not paradise. There's good and there's bad. There's good and there's bad in the YouTube street. But it's up to you. Many YouTubers them feed off of that negative energy. There's a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Them feed off of it. Not just talking about our people, there's other people out there in the YouTube street. We're on the highway of YouTube, right? Because we just dip on the street, them dip on the highway. But them feed off of it. And to each his own. I don't tell nobody how to run their channel. I run my channel the way I run my channel. If you go in the comments, you see the rules. Always manners, always courtesy, always respect. That is the rules. Bottom line, we don't need no long paragraph. Jehovah. We don't need a long paragraph. Always manners, always respect, always courtesy. Simple, right? And I think if we all can utilize those three little concepts, it'll take us around the world. And manners take you across the world. So when we see these people and the negativity, energy, even though sometimes it's funny, but we have to be careful what we take into the system, right? Let manners be your F and F be your manners. You see me? And mind what we take into a system. Because, like me say, me have a close one today. We don't know what could have happened. Even though it happened for 30 seconds, it seemed like it was for an hour. The earth stands still, even though it has shake. You understand? It's a reminder. It's a reminder. It's a reminder, right? People, say me I tell this one. Just like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. And also go to the link in the bio. Connect with me, right? We're about positivity. The studio is in the works. I don't know exactly how we're gonna complete it this year. We have to complete it. I forget the studio up and running, right? And we have to get some equipment up and running. By the grace of God, we have to get these things up and running. I have little one items, one items we have, but we need some more where. But the price, it is heavily priced. You know what I'm saying? It's heavily priced. So I can't pay that much money for these things. No, but me can find a discount. There's a discount out there. So if you guys know where them sell some cheap electronics or reasonable price, I don't like that word cheap. Reasonable price electronics, just drop it in at the comments, you know, leave the comments somewhere so we can get some reasonable price. One time, Chinatown was a place to go, but no more because gentrification take place. So a lot of those guys, not there anymore. So everything online now, you know, everything online. And I've been looking around. It's no good discount really. I've checked some of the usual sites like Samash and Sweetwater, but no good. Even this one where I did check a long time ago, based out in Chicago. Can't remember the name right now, but at the same time, them not even have nothing. The pandemic changed everything. Everything. Inflation I kill everybody. You know. Businesses are shutting down. Some businesses are sustainable, you know. Um, and people going online, because they can't pay for the rental space, But what is going up now is more real estate and the price them going up higher and higher. Even in this war time, because it's really affecting everybody. You know, you see gas a creep up, little by little, gas a creep up. So we have to stay prayed up here, man. We have to stay prayed up and hope say the Father just, do something miraculous. Because I tell you, even in these little see, it's just the blessings of God, all these little graphics where you see here. If me not buy software, or if me did buy software, put it that way. You know how much it cost? It costs a whole lot. It costs a whole lot. All right. Blessings, MTC. Thank you so much for coming. I'm about to close it up now. About 10 minutes more. So, about to close it up. Do 2 hour here, 2 hour there. Do a couple recording podcasts and me just upload. But two me never do nothing this week because a resurrection week. So me just try to keep the peace, reflect, But I appreciate and I love the support. Thank you so much, my brother. If you don't know MTC Kitchen, guys, go check MTC Kitchen. Give him some love, and he return it back to you. All right. Blessings. Happy Sabbath. Have a good weekend. So, yeah, inflation kill the West right now. So a lot of things are stemming with this inflation, and then it's election year also. So whole lot of you know commotion in the earth. Prices them is high, high, high. The freak weather right now is supposed to be about 50 something. It is still like feeling, 50s, 60s. It should be somewhere around it. You know what I mean? It's still feeling like it is 40s and 30s outside. So, you know what I mean? You have to be conscious of these things. You can't just go around and all these, little things that's happening in the earth. God is watching. You understand? God not happy. And him not even happy for Israel right now. Something that can be that was reserved for, maybe 2 weeks, extended now to 4, 5 months, 6 months. God not happy with that. He not happy say innocent people are dead and all these things. Him not happy at all, at all, at all. Him looking down and it's just journey mercies, 100% journey mercies. I mean, may have to acknowledge it, you know. Me thank God for my health. These little disease where I go around the place and me not sick yet. It's just the journey mercies of God. Because me no want get not even flu, not even tick no want upon me skin. Me no want nothing to harm me daily. Activities, me have so much work to do. Me have so much things to do. I don't want nothing to harm me. So I give God the glory. You understand? And me thank God for his immunity that he has given me. God has given me immunity because we have some loved ones when they're around me when me have to still take care of, you know. And if me sick and then them sick, oh God, who are gonna take care of we? So somebody have to be healthy and strong. Somebody have to be ready, standing, holding the fort down and praying up people, right? And if needed, we can spring into action, right? And be there for our loved ones. Yes, not take nothing for granted, man. We not take nothing for granted because as big as the world it is a lonely place at times. So when you can say I love you and I appreciate you and I give thanks for you, it is a good thing. Not everybody can say that as much as we think they know already. Some people don't know. Some people don't know. So when you see me here, just pray for me. You understand? Hey, just pray for me. You know, because we are got through and we're gonna make it, and you're gonna make it too. But the word of encouragement is powerful. The word of encouragement is healing. It is healing in its own special way, you know. And this is nothing to take for granted. Nothing to take for granted. You know. We love you people. We love all of you who have come to support us today and taking time out to visit today. And it is always a pleasure. I'm going to read something from the Daily Bread. It's Psalms 103, 1 to 8 and 17. Praise the Lord, my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Psalms 103, verse 2. Rewired by gratitude. After being diagnosed with a brain tumor, Christina Costa noticed how much of a talk around facing cancer is dominated by the language of fighting. She found that this metaphor quickly started to feel exhausting. She didn't want to spend over a year at war with her own body. Instead, what she found most helpful were daily practices of gratitude. For the team of professionals caring for her and for the ways her brain and body were showing healing. She experienced firsthand that no matter how difficult the struggle, practices of gratitude can help us resist depression and wire our brains to help us build resilience. Costa's powerful story reminded me that practicing gratitude isn't just something believers do out of duty, although it's true that God deserves our gratitude. It's also profoundly good for us. When we lift up our hearts to say, praise the Lord, my soul, forget not all his benefits. Psalms 103:2. We are reminded of the countless ways God at work, assuring us of forgiveness, working, healing in our bodies and hearts, letting us experience love and compassion and countless good things in his creation. Verses 3 to 5. While not all suffering will find complete healing in this lifetime, our hearts can always be renewed by gratitude. For God's love is with us from everlasting to everlasting. Verse 17. How have you experienced healing through gratitude? What are you grateful for today? Dear God, thank you for always giving me reasons for gratitude and work. Oh, I'm sorry. Gratitude and hope. Yeah, people. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So, you see it there. God speak every time. Rewired for gratitude, man. Yes, God. I came close today. I came close, People, this is Italist One. I'm out. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Have a blessed Friday. Love.